This is just going to be a let's play on Age of Wonders. We're just going to do Elio the. I named him the Arc Druid, but we're actually not going to be a Druid because we're not going to use animals. This is just going to be an Archer build. Um, Standard Archer build. Nothing special. So we're just going to go here. We're starting Tomb of Enhancement. I don't know. I feel like Tomb of Beast, Tomb of the Horde would be better. But just because it has more flexibility, you can get spiders, you can get pigs for charge units to break defensive mode. You can get wargs. You can get the archer animal. Um, I don't know. But this is be good too. It's not a druid build. Okay, what do we got for research? Do we have? Yes, we do. So we're going to start with Awakened Tools. We can use this on a city to get extra production and unit recruitment. And then if we look on the map, where it looks like in the bottom left corner here, we have some gold. It looks like something over here. So we're playing as high. So the traits I took were accuracy on ranged attacks. We took enemies miss their ranged attacks. So we hit our ranged attacks, they miss their ranged attacks, and then if melee gets on top of us, we take less damage when we step away. So this is going to be all about not having our archers land their shots and not die. And because we're high, we start with some good alignment, which is going to help us with the free cities. And once territories are claimed, we can go from good to neutral to get that extra food and production. I mean, we could try going pure good, but I don't think it's worth it on a smaller map. Um, I don't know. I don't really play high a lot, so I really don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when I say what's good and what's not. I actually don't play high at all. I pretty much play dark and barbarian. So let's come up here. Okay, this is gonna level up our heroes. Um, there's basically nothing here. If I was gonna take this, I'd want to take that as my first fight to get level 3. But like, there's nothing. There's an iron deposit. So could I do this fight, this fight, this fight? Would that work, or would that be not enough XP? Um. Hmm. Well, seeing as there's some food over here, actually, we probably want to get that. But there's some cliffs in the way, and it looks like there's some food here too. So we got food there, food there. So why don't we do this? Yeah, we'll do this fight, this fight, this fight, then we'll do this fight. I think that's the way to play it. The only question is, do I want to try this with 4 units to max XP? So how XP works, tier 1, so you take basically the unit's upkeep and cut it in half. That's how much XP. So tier 1s are worth 4, tier 2s are worth 6, tier 3s are worth 10, and I don't know. If you get higher than that, usually the fight's hard enough where you bring as many units as you can and just try not to lose anybody. But basically, so 12 plus 6, so this fight's worth 18 experience, right? So 18 divided by 4 would be 4.5, so 5 XP each divided by 5 would be 3.6. So we could either get 4 XP each or 5 each. I think we're gonna use all of our units just because I'm not confident that we're not gonna take a bunch of damage if we try to do less than that. It'd be one thing if we had like our own tier 2 units and stuff, but or if we were already high level or had really good combat spells or something, but I mean Tomb of Beast has some good combat spells to start, but we actually don't get any combat spells from this book. Well, so we only actually have 1 archer right now, which is kind of bad. So we're going to want another archer probably sooner rather than later. I might actually... I usually like to build a scout first, but I might... Well, maybe we can find like a bow on our leader or something like that, and then our leader can be an archer, and that will fix our problem. So we're just going to kind of walk on up. Oh, no, we're going to keep our archer back so that he doesn't get shot too much. And then here we can try to blind him so that he misses. Alright. We could cast this spell to buff our units, but I kind of want to hold our mana. Yeah, so it's going to be tough for their archers to actually kill us. We're just going to come here and we're going to blind their archer so that he misses. We're just going to kind of... We're not going to let their archers just free shoot here. So every archer has at least 1 unit next to him, and then our own archer can kind of start just doing the damage. This guy's going to stay in defense just because he's in a position to get flanked pretty hard. Okay. As long as they don't shoot our archer, we're fine. Yeah, so we can get rid of him. We're just going to stay on top of this archer. And we're just going to blind this guy and then shoot him with our archer. He can't really hit anything here, this guy. Because he's blinded, and then our units are hard to hit with ranged attacks, too. My graphics are turned way down. Because I need to buy a new machine. I got the money. I just have to drive to the fucking store or buy it online. I don't know. I always find something else to do instead of like just ordering it, you know? Alright. So that gets us 4 XP on the leader. We got the gold. And I'm thinking, I see food here there's a farm over here. So I want to go get that food so we can start growing. We're going to make our high culture production building. And we're going to make a scout, even though we do need some more archers. So let's come over this way. I mean, we are missing a little health, but we're mostly okay. We leveled up our leader, so we could take lightning damage attack, but we have some golems, so we're going to have a full stack pretty soon. We're actually going to take this to reduce our upkeep even further, just to buff the economy, and then next level we'll be able to get like extra armor, extra health. We're just gonna kind of play a support role here with our leader. We're not gonna try to do anything crazy or special or whatever. All right, so that looks like our friendly starting city. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can grab that with our throne. So 1, 2, 3, and we can grab that with our throne too. So we're just going to kind of come over here towards the city. We have a spawner here, but we can swing around and grab the spawner and all this stuff in a minute here. It's a cliff, so we're not going to walk through the cliff. What is this fight here? They got a tier 3. So that's going to be worth like 10 XP plus 4 and 4. So what is that? 18. So how much if we bring 4 units in 5? I think we just did this. So 18 divided by 5 is 4. So you know what? We're already missing some health on our guys. Let's try to not run out of resources here. We're not going to try to min-max the XP too much. We're just going to keep mostly, if our leader gets 4 XP, that's good enough. Alright. So we started with the heal, so we can, before we do that, let's throw Awakening. And we can just kind of top this guy off. So he gets a little shield. It doesn't heal him, it just gives it like a kind of like a damage absorption shield for that combat. But it doesn't actually heal. You have to kind of hang out in one of your controlled cities. I kind of want to come back a bit and see if we can let them kind of walk through these poison fields here. Alright. I am worried about this guy. He has a big AoE damage type move. But to use his big AoE, he has to have 3 action points available, which he does not. So what we're going to do, I'm going to walk 1 melee unit over to him, and we're also going to blind him. So he can't use his big AoE skill, and he's going to have to step away, take an attack, and he only has enough action points for 3 shots at us. All right, I just want to make sure we position our archer where he can't get shot. We're going to stay here so that we can't really get shot too much. And we're just going to take a shot at this melee guy. Alright, this guy has the absorption shield, but alright, this guy's gonna go in defense mode, and then this guy's gonna attack. Because he's in defense mode, so this guy, when a tank unit goes in defense mode, anyone next to them gets extra armor. Alright. Yeah, see, it's good he went in defense, because these guys are just ganging up on him here. Oh, did I do that wrong? I think I had the wrong one go in defense mode. Alright, so this guy is just going to stay on top of their mage. And then with our leader, we're just going to... Actually, hang on. Let's shoot first. And our leader's just going to throw this guy a healing spell. And then this guy's going to stay in defense mode, and then the other guy's going to attack. The reason I'm doing that is both these units can attack the one guy, so I want to kind of keep him defending so he doesn't... He's already losing a bunch of health. I don't want to lose more health than we have to here. Yeah. Let's throw Awakening on our archer. And we're just going to bring our leader. Try to finish this guy off. Alright. If I go in, how much? 9? I think what we're going to do is we're going to come back a step and just make sure we protect that archer. And soon we'll be able to summon a golem so we can keep one of these guys kind of out of the fight for a bit. The other build I wanted to do was more of an animal build. But this is going to be racial units and archers is what we're running. The animal build I'll have to do another run. So it gives us like 60 food. We're city size 2 now. Now normally I'd grab the food to grow more, but this building we're making, there's a feature called boost. So if we make a quarry, which is stone, in our city, we'll save 30% of the cost of this. So 30% of 130 is like, I don't know, what is, so 30 is 100, and then 10% is what, 13? I don't know. It's like maybe 40 or something like that, whatever, 40 production, and we're going to save 18 gold. So we're looking at one of these tiles probably, or this. Now this, there's nothing special. It's got production. It's got gold. So we're going to take the production. So we've got 126 gold. Does that save it? It does. 126. It gave us a bunch of fucking money. I don't know how all that works exactly, but it's good to boost. That's what I know. And then we're going to change that from stone into a farm. We're going to get our production going here pretty quick. So yeah, those units are actually going to be kind of tough for us because they have a charge attack. So we definitely want this. And honestly, we might want to wait a turn to do that, or else these units are going to counter our shield units. And they have wind barriers, so they actually counter our archers too. We don't want to do this fight right yet. And they counter our golems almost too, because our golems are going to be weak to lightning damage. So this fight's kind of dangerous for us. I might just come over. Well, I do got to do the fight. What we might do is come do the animal den and then come back to this fight when we have a golem, and then run back over this after. Just because the lightning damage and the charge and the ranged avoidance is just kind of honestly, if somebody wanted to counter us, just make a bunch of these units and evolve them into the tier 3 version, and that would do a good job of it. Do we want to run an archer? Let's see. Alright, so we made contact with the city. We're just going to give them our Whispering Stone to eventually make them into our vassal. And we're going to kind of run up this way, I think. And our other scout, we could run down here, or we could kind of run up here and over this way. I think we're going to kind of run up here and then over this way, since our units are close. We're going to make a third scout, and then we're going to run that scout kind of over this way. Actually, this looks like a really nice spot to make a city because of the rainbow clover and iron deposit. But I wanna get this food and this spawner done. Yeah, this is a fucking dangerous fight. All right, let's do this. Let's tag this so we can see there's a city there, and we're gonna head to this spawner. We're gonna have to hit it next turn. We don't have quite enough movement, but what we can do is we can summon our Carper Golem unit that we start with the spell of, so we have a 6 stack. And I don't really want to engage with this low health unit. Well, if we're doing this fight next, actually, I think we want to bring everybody. XP to level, okay. Or actually, 2 XP to level, we could just hit this. We can hit this and then come back this way. That'll get us level 4. Let's do that. I kind of wasted some movement there, but that's okay. Okay. We are... We're going to go ahead and start the stonemason. Well, go vendor into stonemason. Yeah. So we're going to just get this mana building. And oh no, I don't want to dismantle it. I want to... Yeah, I want to keep it as a quarry and then restart over turning it into a farm. Alright. Just the timing was off on that. So... let's bring him up. Alright, we're going to grab this watchtower, and there's a city up here. Actually... what's this? 1. I like to keep my cities 3, 4, maybe 5 spaces away. 1, 2, 3. Well, we'll grab the tower, but this farm could maybe be a decent spot for a city to kind of connect these. Even though it would eventually get gobbled up by this here normally. The other idea is we can look underground to see what's through that tunnel. But for right now... we're definitely going to want the golem to get some XP. Once our golem hits level 3, he turns into a tier 3 unit. And bring him. Bring him. Okay. So this is going to hit us. We need 2 XP to get to level 3. And then this is going to get us right into level 4 here from this fight. And then we can probably go clear that food from before. Just going to heal. Well, before we heal our guy. Awaken on the archers. I'm almost thinking Awaken might be better on the tanks. Just so they don't die. A great shot on anybody. Kind of worried about these guys coming in and just fucking up my archers here. Let's blind him. Okay, so our guy's just poisoned. He might come around here and throw a spear at this archer, but this guy's going to stay in defense mode because he's low. Yeah, archer just got nailed. Might lose a unit here. Finish this guy off. I'm going to show him our back on our leader. Archer's going to come here. Just get a flank. So when units lose health, they do less damage too. Yeah, we can finish him off. This guy's really low and he's poisoned. We're gonna just come stand next to this archer and go in defense mode. Another spear on our archer there. Not great. A whole army's pretty low here. Oh boy. We want to just finish off these guys here. These guys have a trait. Anytime I attack them, I have a chance to be afflicted by poison. Finish the archer with our archer. We're gonna cleanse that poison. This guy's just gonna keep bleeding out, basically. Okay. Let's go ahead and buff these melee dudes. Come right up here. Hit him with the blind staff. And we're just gonna chop him up. Alright, so that's level 4 for us, which is pretty good. So for skills, now level 4, 8, 12, and 16 we get a special skill here. We could take this to buff our armor and resistance. Could take a combat summon. Or we could take this. This is probably the strongest late in the game. But we do get one free respec, and for early game, for clearing, just having a tier 3 unit that can just run at stuff, do damage, and take the hits for us is just going to help a whole lot. So we're going to take this animal summon. And we can change it, once we actually kind of get online, we can change that to something else. And we're going to go into our support skills here. We're going to go all in on the support role. We're going to take, defense training so our units have more armor. And we could take experienced leader so our units get... The units in our stack get 2 experience every turn, so we can level stuff up. It's basically either that or the units we have do more damage. Seeing as archers get more max range at max level, I think we're going to go with the extra experience. Alright. We have 3 scouts. Do we want to make an archer? We're pretty fucking hurt here. Let's kind of check out what's over here. Right, so this will give us a unit. We got a cave over here. Got another guy. I kind of want to check out what's over here. I was thinking we could make a city over here. It looks like there's some loose resources on the ground we can grab. We are going to grab at least one more scout until we know where our cities are going. Okay. We could really use the extra archer, but I want to know where am I putting a city. Let's move our scouts first. This is unguarded. Alright, so we get a free unit. And then we grow. So we're going to take this farm here to grow faster. And we're going to grab this watchtower. Alright, now it's another city, but we don't actually have a second Whispering Stone. They are reavers. They can get cannons and muskets. Another leader's trying to get them to join, but we're going to focus on our own racial city. I'd like to check out this tunnel, but we're going to grab this research right here. Okay. Ooh, we don't have enough mana to use our spell. That sucks. Alright, well, we're going to bring our rock spirit up towards the fights we're clearing. And this guy's going to come over here. This actually looks like maybe a good spot to make a city. I'm going to take a look what's underground. Actually some decent water tiles here. Useless over there. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, what's up here? Iron deposit. We might actually want to make the city on the underground tile. So start our next research. We're going to take... we could buff our shield dudes here, but we're going to want to buff our scouts, I think, first, just to see what's going on the map. Shield dudes is probably, I don't know, better, but... what is this here? Yeah, we're gonna pray that we can clear this fight and not die. Actually, hang on a second. No, he can't quite get there. Okay. Let's. This scout, I'm going to come out this way and follow the road over here. Alright, we have 4 scouts. Let's make an archer. And we can make a 5th scout if we want, but we need that archer. I'm actually not feeling super confident about this fight right up here. And we need some mana for actually we could rush on that. We're gonna try this fight. Hopefully, I don't know. It's a toss up. Well, our leader's got a bunch of health though. You know what we can do? We're gonna just use our leader like a tank, and we're just gonna go in there and use. We're gonna use some of that health pool we've got, and just take a bunch of damage, clear this fight, and not have to backtrack. And hopefully, we don't lose our leader. All right, let's see if we can run for a little bit and just. Try to throw as much heals as we can manage to. I'm thinking we will heal the archer so that he does more damage. Alright. And we're going to awaken our archer. And we're going to throw our animal summon. What is it going to give us? It's going to give us a tier 3 boar. Probably should have waited a turn on the summon because it does only last 3 turns. But at least here this way on the opening charge, maybe they go for the summon and we can kind of get some damage. Yeah, so he's just going to soak a bunch of hits. Archer does his thing. Maybe the staff would have been better. Right, I think these golems are immune to poison, so probably open with that. So 1 down. And I don't want to let these little green people have their way with my archer. So we're just gonna damage with him till he... Summons only last a couple turns, so he's gonna dissipate at the end of the next combat round, but he's doing what we need him to do, which is just taking the hits. See, this is why I wanted to go Tomb of Beasts. So Tomb of Beasts, you can summon, like you get like summons that can evolve into these, then you permanently have a tier 3. And you get you've got a unit you can make in your cities. It's a tier 2 mounted support with really high movement, both in combat and on the world map. And every fight that it's in, it can support your units, and it can buff your other animals. But it can also summon. It can use like a combat summon every single fight, and then you just send the combat summon in to just take the hits, so that basically your own units, when you use this guy, your own units take basically 0 damage, and you don't find yourself so much in this position that I'm in now. Buff this guy. Should be enough damage. Oh, maybe I should have hit him with the archer first. I think we'll do this. Right, we're gonna come with the pikes. And then basically Tomb of Beasts, it's the same thing, but it's not a support unit that gets a free unit in combat. It's the an archer basically that does it. Alright, we're gonna put our leader right in here and position him to get just flanked. The idea is that then this guy here isn't gonna get killed. Alright. Hopefully this guy will flank our leader. Okay. And we cleared the spawner. Yeah, I definitely think I like Tomb of Beasts better than this. Tomb of Beasts, Tomb of the Horde. It's just you got way more mobility. It's more aggressive. Alright, so we got a bunch of food, we got mana, which we needed, and we got a tier 2 crossbow with crit chance that and ice damage on it that we can give to our leader. So that actually gives us enough mana to cast this city buff spell that we got. And then our leader can use the bow. Okay. So I don't know still about this fight here. That's kind of seems kind of bumpy. But I think we're going to come down here. The thing is, I could grab this with this city, but there's like a mine over here. There's all kinds of stuff. We're going to make a city down there. I think it looks good. And we're just going to kind of keep all our units together, though, because our leader's giving them 2 XP every turn. Alright, we also have this place over here I thought looked good to make a city, too. We might... So, because we have 3 Materium Affinity, and 1 turn we'll be able to make improved forts. So I think we're closer to this. We might plop down a city here, and then another one kind of down here. And then, so we're going to have some presence here, here. We're going to have our vassal here. And I was thinking possibly later we might make another city under here. There's this underground here. And then we'll have kind of a nice, barrier in front of our main capital. So that will be safe. Yeah, that's good. And we're going to have another archer unit here too. Actually, with this Stone Spirit tank and our combat summon, and maybe the second archer coming over, I think we're going to be okay. So, this is another leader. He is a dragon leader. He doesn't like us. He's a barbarian. We're going to tell him, hey, why don't you kiss my ass? How about that? We don't want to be I don't want to be your fucking friend. Alright? You know what we're going to do? If we claim this... Yeah, we're going to claim this as a farm. We can do this fight and then kind of just chill here. and that'll give us a little bit of healing. Okay. Now that this is, now that we have 2 farms, query. Abort. We want to turn this query probably into a gold mine. So we're going to have farm, gold mine. And then when we grow again, we're probably going to take a forester here. And then we can make research or food or whatever. So we're going to kind of come up here with our rock spirit. Our archer isn't finished yet, but we're going to make production here. And then we're going to pick up this skill. It costs 100 Imperium. Imperium's like the most rarest resource, but we're going to buy that. So we could like make a fort here. It's going to take 2 turns and 50 gold, and we'll get a fort on that tile. But if we pick up this, now a fort would take, it would take only 1 turn, and it would give us this tile +1, and we can make a city on it later. But that's right next to this. So we're going to just... Let's see, we want to level up our golem. Oh no, this fight's lightning. We want to bring everybody we can to this fight. Alright, so we're going to engage here with this. Our leader's got that bow on, but the problem is these guys, they don't like to let you hit them with range attacks. So we're just going to make our leader into another fighter, and we're just basically just going to melee these guys down and take hits in the face badly is what's going to happen. But this will give our city just more food coming in. Alright, so I guess the big thing is don't die. Honestly, yeah, I think we want to heal. We want to top off our spearmen because even though they're weak to lightning, they're going to do a lot of damage against. So there's different types of units. Like these guys are all shield units. Shield units basically counter pike units. Pike units counter. These units are charge units, so if a charge unit hits a shield unit, it cancels its defense mode, right? And then the shield unit has 3 extra armor from non-flanking attacks, so like if a shield guy and a pike guy are punching each other, the shield guy is going to basically win. Now, a pike guy is immune to charge, which is what these guys do. So it's like rock, paper, scissors. So charge counters shield. Shield counters pike. Pike counters charge. And then there's units like this guy here. He's a fighter. He doesn't counter anyone, but he doesn't get countered by anyone either. He's just a general melee unit. And then archers, obviously, if you can shoot without getting hit, you win. So we might actually use a spell here too. Just because this fight's kind of dangerous. Alright, let's kind of move down this way. Yeah, we're going to throw a spell. So... It's like 20 mana or something. I can actually do that one more time too if I want. Just throw the animal. What do we got? gave us another boar. So we're going to kind of fan out like this. Let's shoot this guy. Then the boar is just going to start pounding on these charge units. I don't really want to take the electrify hit here. Let's do this. We're going to bring up this shield unit and just leave him in defense mode. Alright, and now our pike's going to go to town. Oh, we take Thorns damage from hitting him too. Shit. We're just going to come up here and stay in front of this archer. I think we're just going to do like this. If the stone unit dies, he dies. I'd rather not lose. Holy shit, he's getting fucked up. Yeah, we can't really... Defense mode doesn't really work versus chargers because they just cancel your defense. Shit. Alright, we got our heal again. We gotta get rid of this guy. And these golems can't keep taking this thorn damage off of him. Get rid of him. We're just taking way too much damage. Just buff. Oh, no. Buff these guys. I think what we're gonna do is heal him. How much damage am I looking at taking? Not enough to actually kill me, so let's go. Alright, we managed it, but we are fucking hurting bad. That plus armor's probably saved me a couple times here. Alright, let's come up here. And this animal summon is definitely helping a whole bunch. Let's see, charge units. See, this is why I think Tomb of Beasts would be good, is because it gives us access to being able to make charge units, which we don't really have. But, again, it's whatever. Okay. So once this guy levels again, he'll evolve into a tier 3 pikeman. That gave our leader 3 XP. We got the food. So maybe I should have made the other thing, but that's fine. I'm thinking here, we're going to take all of our units, are going to just definitely stay right here because they heal a bunch. And then our leader, because we have the improved forts now, we're going to beeline, I think, right over this way. because we're going to make a city over here. Alright, and we can queue up... Oh, we didn't even cast this yet. So this is going to give us more production. So we get more production, more unit recruitment, and we lose some stability. But because we're champions get extra stability, so it kind of works out. We could make another golem, or we could prep another one of these. We're going to prep this for our next city. And if we get some more mana, we can make a golem. Actually, there's some mana here. That's fine. It can wait a second. Well, we can hold the golem, and we can. Man, would any of these benefit from having more pikes? I kind of just want to level up the golem. This definitely would. Big one's the mana. Just take gold upkeep, right? Yeah. Once they level, they'll turn into a tier 3, right? Yeah. Yeah, we should be okay. Well, actually, no, I'm going to need the mana because I'm going to want to buff my scouts. Let's just prep this. We have this food. That's 5. So yeah, we could have started the other building, but this is okay. We are... I kind of want to grab a gold mine, but we have so much gold. I'm going to take the Forester for right now, just in case I forget to change it. So that we have different stuff available. And then we're going to come over this way. Right, let's kind of just look around a little more. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, size 4. It's a silver landmark. Okay. I'm just thinking like when the city can grab stuff. Okay, so this is an enemy. We're not technically at war yet, but I don't like that. Okay, so he's got a base up here. Alright, so chilling in our city for a turn definitely helps with the health there. I did miss time building that stone. Alright, what do we got here? Options. We got like every couple turns you got one of these, so we have to pick which. So blah 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 blah. The leader of the city we're trying to vassal says blah 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 blah. Alright, so we're talking about some heavy armor greaves. I wouldn't use that item probably anyway. It's 3 armor, but it kills your mobility, and you can't use a mount with it. So I can pay 150 gold to get relation with the city to vassal it faster and get an item. I could lose some research, get the same amount of relation. So let's look at what I get. Same amount of relation in the item. I lose Imperium, I get way more relation. I don't want your shitty item. Honestly, I don't want your shitty item, but I do want the relation, and I can use them on more difficult fights or something, like when I want my leader to act as a tank, and I can always break them down later. So the question is, do I want to... I'm not going to give Imperium. Imperium's too valuable, even though it's more relation. I would only do that in an emergency if the city was highly contested. So, for 6 turns, I lose 25 research, so that's 150 research. Or I can just pay 150 gold. So what do I want more, gold or research? I have a ton of gold. So I don't really want to lose research right now. Gold is, I have a bunch of it. So let's pay the gold. Alright, so it's some enemy. We'll tell him, hey, kiss my ass. I don't want to be your friend. Alright. So we can now do trades. Archon Blood, what does that do? Casting points. We don't even have any good combat spells right now. So we can pay these guys gold to get some draft and make more units. Or we could pay them gold to just get more food and grow more quickly. And let's move our archer down this way. I think we might take the food because it's going to scale better. Even though I could definitely use some units right now. I think I'll take the food. Just to try to grow. Archon Blood, I don't really need it. Do I want to make one more archer maybe? Probably would be a good idea. Because I kind of already know where my cities are going for the most part. So let's get another archer. We're just going to kind of walk over this way. He's healthy enough. So are these guys. Good enough. Alright. Let's see here. So we have a monster den that spawns enemies here. Some production. We have some stuff. Monster den. Okay. And then we're gonna march this guy down here. So this could honestly, this could be a city here too. Just kind of walk along this road. What's this? Tranquility Pool. Iron deposit. Mana node. All right. Well, we're gonna put one under there just to control the tunnel system. Let's come up here. Okay. So that's pretty much his territory. I don't feel like running in too much and getting my scout killed or anything like that. Right now we're just trying to expand and Be smart. And that dragon's getting a little bit close. I don't really like that. We might have to go to war with him. Alright, next we're gonna get... This is gonna buff our scouts' vision. We could also take this to give to our archers, but I want to buff our scouts. Alright, we're gonna come over here with the leader. And we're gonna put our fort right here. Okay. So I'm gonna bring our dude here. Yeah, it gives us a unit. So let's do like this. Risky battle. I think we should be okay. Especially with the second archer. Or do we want to wait a second on that one? Let's get one more archer. And we can pick up. So for stability, we have 5 stability. If we go below -5, we get a penalty. Right now we're still okay. There's not really any more cool tiles to get. I do kind of want to see if we can get this tile here. Instead of having it go to the city, but it's going to take 5 turns to get Pack of Loyalty, in which time we'll grow again anyway. So what might make sense is to expand this way towards this city, or else this way towards this area here. Let's see. Yeah, this way towards this area here I could grab maybe this. Or if I, so you have better movement in your own territory. And you know what I should be doing with this scout? I want to bring him down here and check what's in that cave system. Oh, we have an archer. What we can do? We're going to grab that just because it'll move our archer along the way a little bit better. And then 70 production. We can junk it. And then after it's junked, we can maybe come up here and grab, I want to see if we can grab one of these 2 tiles for either the gold or the mana. Because when it's in control of the vassal, we only get like 30 to 50% of the income instead of 100. So I'm probably going to go release this, grab this, and then pick up one of these. I don't want to grab it now because we have to wait until we hit Pack of Loyalty. Allows you to build on claim sectors. If we do it now, we'll take a relation hit. And it'll take us longer to vassal it. So we got some fights up here we could look at doing. Let's see, 1, 2. Yeah, our city's going to be able to grab all that shit. So let's kind of come up here. Man, this whole section is like really good. Let's come over, look around over here. We got deserts. Looks like an enemy over here. And then, see, we're getting kind of far away from our own territory here. We kind of want to make our own little area. And we might actually make a city to right here where this monster den is a pretty good spot. Usually the spawners are a decent location. If we wait a turn, we'll have another archer for this fight. Yeah, I don't want to take a bunch of damage if I don't have to. So we're just gonna do that. We're going for an hour 15 here, so let's wrap it up. But this is kind of just the opening turns. We're turn 8. We're gonna wait for that other archer, for sure. And actually, we're gonna have 1, 2, 3. We're gonna have 4 archers here, so that's good. And then we can kind of clear this whole area. Hopefully, this dragon, when we come back, doesn't go to war with us and make us backtrack. Although we do have walls on our throne and all that. And then our scout, we're gonna check out what's under this tunnel. And we might look at making a city kind of somewhere in this area, just to kind of control the space a little bit more. But it's not, but only if there's something good underground. For right now, we're looking at we're making an outpost here, and that's going to be our first city, and so that can claim all these nice water tiles. It can kind of control this pathway in. We're going to control the tunnel system right there, and we can grab this, just a ton of resources here to get. And then what we're probably going to do is come down here and make another city right here where this spawner is, and we can kind of expand out this way a little bit and just kind of, we got a mountain here, but we can just kind of control this whole pathway into our land. So we're going to have kind of a nice territory here, a nice territory all up through here, and then we're going to have our vassal here kind of as a wall, possibly a 4th city underground here, depending upon what's going on in there. But after that, I don't think we're going to make more cities than that. I think we'll probably sit at 4 and possibly make a couple vassal expansions or something like that. But that's kind of what we're looking to do here. But yeah, I'm going to hit end. I'm going to save the game, and we'll do another one next time. But hopefully you come play.